Hi Bozo. As you can see, I have screenshot the messages you sent me over text to submit them over OFW. Please remember that all communication must be over OFW as per the court order. In regards to meeting you today to discuss your visitation with the children, I am sorry, but that is not possible. Due to the multiple threats you have sent me since our separation as well as our own personal history, I do not feel safe meeting you. I understand that you want to see the kids. I can't imagine what I would feel like if I was not able to see or speak to the children for this long. As you know, the gal is waiting for you to submit your VA records. Once that is done, there is nothing stopping you from beginning supervised visits. I would suggest calling the VA yourself to get the documents. All I have ever wanted is for the children to be happy and healthy. Unfortunately, with the video evidence of you coaching the children, that has shown myself and the courts that you are willing to cause them emotional damage to hurt me. Please get the paperwork sent to the right people so that we can move forward with the psych eval and supervised visits. Have a good night. I don't know if you're just stupid or intentionally trying to be a massive raging bitch, but I'm not going on OFW to read a response you could just as easily send right here. You're just putting on a front for the judge and your shady-ass attorney. That's all this is, and they're eating it up because it's bringing them money. This is all the courts want. To milk a good man until he has nothing to his name. I am standing here telling you that I need to see my babies. I need them. My mom is not doing well, and she needs them as well. You know that she has so many health issues. These kids will never forgive you if you take their last moments with their grandmother from them. No response, of course not. Can you even face how evil you are? I swear. It's like you were infected by some mind-altering parasite or virus when we left overseas and you became this dark and evil thief. Aang! You used to be so beautiful. I was proud to call you my wife. You were so petite and fragile and lovely. And now the evil inside of you has warped you into a grotesque monster. Sometimes you have it all in life and then you wake up to absolute heat 11. I can no longer sleep at night without nightmare of what my babies are going through haunting me. Who knew dreams could be so cruel? I have fallen on such hard times, friends. I can't believe how low I have let myself sink. I once was a proud and happy man who stood tall against all adversaries. Now I am breaking apart due to lies and accusations and the pain I know my babies are suffering. After trying one last time to get my ex to agree to meet with me so I can see my kids, it's now been 10 months by the way, and her mocking my pain and refusing me. I will admit I spent the last few days on sewer slide watch at the hospital. Thank God I was able to get myself there after taking all of those pills, and thank God himself for reminding me in those last moments that I was needed here on earth. And my babies needed me to keep fighting for them. Never again. I am rebuilding myself and focusing on me now. She doesn't get to steal my happiness and love of life. If anyone ever feels that low, know I am here for a shoulder to cry on and a safe place to let your burden down. I am here. Wait, how were you in the hospital the last few days when you were literally live streaming video games the past few nights for hours? Yeah, it was. It was terrible. I was just trying to distract myself from my situation while I was in there. They don't have gaming systems at the hospital, so how would that be possible? Because that's a messed up thing to lie about. I'm not lying. I am the most honest man you will ever met. I am actually too brutally honest for most people to handle honestly. It's my downfall in relationships, I think. I just can't tell lies. Even white lies. But yeah, I was in the hospital. I brought my system with me so I would be able to distract myself. I knew sitting all alone would make the pain worse. So you tried to commit suicide. Then were like, let me pack my Xbox and drive myself to the hospital before these pills finish me off. That makes no sense. I'm not trying to be callous. And I'm sure you're in pain from not seeing your kids, but lying about this isn't it? As someone who has lost loved ones to this, it's not something I can ignore. I don't need to explain myself to some random ugly bish. You don't know me or what I've been through. I'm a veteran. I've been through he 11 at the hands of my ex. She Abu Dollar at me for years. I know what to do to take care of myself. Hi Melvin, I see you called me. I'm working, so I can't talk. What's up? My voicemail was pretty clear. We want to see the kids. When can we pick them up? Sorry, as I said I was working, so I didn't get a chance to listen to your voice message. As I told you before, I'd be more than happy to meet you in a public location with a third party with me. The kids would love to see their grandparents. We don't want to spend time with them at a park with you hovering over us. We want to take them a few different places and spend some quality time with them. Bozo will not be present. I'm sorry, but as I've said before, I am not comfortable with you taking the children right now, especially with Bozo living with you. Not that you would bring them to him, but that he may follow you guys or show up somehow. Can't follow us, no car, so it's fine. Still, especially with his apparent sewer slide attempt he posted about, I have a lot of concerns about their safety. He is not in a good mental state. He didn't post that, he was hacked, but I figured you would use anything as an excuse to keep us away. Informing you per the court order that I am taking Metal to the emergency room. He had complained of a sore throat for the past 2 days, and the doctor thought it was from his allergies. But he now has a bad fever and rash. I will let you know the results. Which hospital are you taking him to? I will be there shortly. There is still a no-contact order in place. You are not supposed to be around the children for any reason. As I said, I will update you on what the results are. You will tell me where you are taking my child now. It's amazing that they are always sick when they are in your care. Do you never make them bathe or wash their hands or something? Update: I called the pediatrician and explained his symptoms to the after-hours nurse. She told me to give him an at-home COVID test and if it is negative to bring him to the doctor in the morning. She said strep is going around the schools again, so we will not go to the hospital. The COVID at-home tests don't work. He needs to go to the hospital now to be tested and I need to be there with him. I understand how he feels right now, as I have been battling COVID for months. If you were any kind of mother, you would realize that the best thing for the children's health and well-being would be to speak to their father. But look at our sick child and let him know he doesn't deserve to have a dad. The at-home test was negative. His fever is staying under control with over-the-counter medicine. And after looking into his throat, I can see that his tonsils are extremely inflamed. So I'm assuming it is strep as well and will wait for the morning. He is asleep now. He doesn't have strep. He has COVID. I would know this. You need to take him to the emergency room, or I can if you refuse to seek treatment. I am only fighting for this because I love my children and I want to make sure he will be okay. You have no idea how bad COVID is. His fever is gone at the moment. I will continue to rotate medicine throughout the night until his appointment in the morning. The girls are both good though. For the love of God, please stop with the "they are good" messages. They aren't good. There's nothing good about what you have done to them. I really cannot believe you think they are okay after what you've done. I know you won't, but please tell them I love them and I didn't choose to not be with them. Tell them I will see them soon and I'm so sorry I can't be there when they are sick and need me to take care of them like I always have. Something is seriously wrong with you. You have a lot of issues you need to sort through to be a good mom to these kids. Hi all. As we have still not received the documentation from the VA, I believe it is in the best interest of the children to switch to another office that is not requiring it before the evaluation. I have sent the contact information of the office to both parties. And will my client be receiving a full refund for the $3,000 she had to pay for the original evaluation? I am not sure of that. She would need to take it up with the office directly, but fortunately the new office is only requesting $1,500 for the evaluation. I assume that since my client has gone above and beyond to ensure the original appointment was able to happen, she is not responsible for the payment of this new appointment. I am broke. I'm actually in the process of applying for disability due to the effects of long-term COVID. So I won't be paying for it, and I was not the one ordered to pay it in the first place. I will reach out to the judge and see what they have to say, but I do believe she would be required to pay, as he is ordered to reimburse her anyways. I am actually headed to the courthouse this afternoon and will speak to the judge directly. Wonderful. Let us know once you get an answer. Hi Bri, do you have a minute to talk? I'd like to discuss a few updates. Of course. Is everything okay? The gal is wanting to switch to a different psychologist. We've talked about this possibility before if Bozo continued to refuse to submit the VE paperwork. I've spoken to the judge just now, and they informed me that she is allowed to request this, and according to the order you would be required to pay the upfront cost. It is significantly lower than the last, but still an expense you don't need. I also called the previous psychologist and got them to agree to issue you a refund due to the circumstances, but it could take a while. I am at the courthouse now. The state seems to have dropped interest in pursuing him for unpaid support, but if you want to go this route, I can file paperwork on both unpaid support and a rule to show cause for his failure to pay court-ordered fees. I wasn't planning on going after attorney's fees, but I have to admit that I have grown to despise this man. I'd like to nail him for everything I possibly can. Go for it. After Bri's attorney filed both motions, Bozo went completely silent. He did not reach out. He did not respond to weekly updates about the children. In fact, he did not even open OFW once. We pick up the story again in June of 2023. Update on the children. The oldest two both scored in the average range for their end-of-year exams and will be moving to the next grades after summer break. Oldest special education teacher said that she is finally hitting a second grade reading level, which is very exciting. Youngest is in swim lessons this summer and is excited to finally be able to swim in the big pool. She is extremely verbal now, and it's like talking to a little grown-up. It happened so quickly. At my attorney's instructions, I will be dropping the weekly updates and only doing one update a month unless you ask for updates. I don't know if you see these or not, as it says you have not logged in for months. I have sent recent photos of the children for you to see. They're growing up quickly. Have a happy Father's Day, and let me know if you would like me to continue with the weekly updates or not. All the best, Bri. Are you serious? Happy Father's Day. You have ruined the last 7 holidays for me and the children. Did you notice I didn't wish you a happy Mother's Day? That's because you'd have to be a mother and have a soul to get that. You're a soulless succubus. You must hate the children as well as me to keep them away from their other half for this long. Are you trying to break the kids like you do everyone else? You are a terrible human, and yes, for the first time I will actually say you are a horrible mother as well. You keep them away from me and alienate them from the closest person in their lives because you are jealous that they love me and hate you. I know you don't believe I actually coached the kids and concocted this entire thing with Kathy. You know I would never do something like that, and you have no right to keep me from them. I don't care if your lawyer or the judge said you did because you don't. You're going to heat 11 on a fire-red horse. It's obvious that you were raised by apes because you act just like an ape. You aren't even a human. Shove your happy Father's Day up your ass. Everyone hates you and no one will ever forgive you for this and no one will ever love you. I don't have a life or a job or any income because of you. We have been struggling and you just keep having your attorney send me more court summons. You just think I am your personal bank account for all your wants and needs. I'm not. You need to pray to God for forgiveness, love, because you will never get it from me or the children. Seriously, look up the definition of narcissist and horrible mother and you'll find a picture of your ugly face there. The true love I have for my kids and they have for me will shine through all of your evil plans. Don't bother with the updates anymore because they're worthless anyways. You contact me when you choose to and give me no actual information or what I want. Then even though you have alienated me from the kids, you send me paperwork to take me back to court. If I would have known you were a literal demon from Heat 11, I would have left you in the trash and never messaged you on Facebook all those years ago. I could have chosen any other girl and I picked wrong because I thought you were different. I don't have a life and am aimless as sheep because of you. I've been sick with COVID 3 times because you have run me down so badly that I have no defenses anymore. Maybe if I saw my kids again, I would have a reason to fight this. I'm surprised you're not on CRSCK or something by now. I don't know how you live with yourself. You are a felon and a terrible person indeed.